Do you believe in alien life forms? Could they already be on Earth? In fact, many scientists thought we had found an alien from 307 million years ago, right here on Earth. This was because there lived a creature so unearthly, so bizarre, that even the first person who discovered it thought it was a remains of an alien creature. It was in 1955, an amateur fossil collector, Francis Tolley, discovered a fossil in a strange shape in a coal mine pile. When he saw that 30-centimeter long black impression, he thought he found any remains of an alien creature. The scientific debate over the Tolley monster has been full of constant dispute and reversal ever since. In 1955, Francis Tolley thought it was an alien. In 2016, Yale University declared it was an Earth-born vertebrate. Later that year, the University of Leicester discovered its eye structure was identical to that of humans. In 2017, the University of Oxford discovered its chemical composition was closer to that of invertebrate. Finally, in 2020, Yale University reconfirmed it had gills and eyes of a vertebrate. The whole truth comes out. It wasn't a science fiction event. It was paleontology. When I was younger, I loved playing archaeology with kids and visiting natural history museums to look at fossils and pictures of ancient creatures. Paleontology is full of mystery, whether you dig out fossil model from archaeological toys or unearth real fossil from the ground. It is always a proud and amazing experience. Paleontology is the science that looked at fossils to understand the history of prehistoric creatures. Paleontologists need to look at fossils to learn what prehistoric creatures look like, how they lived, how they evolved, and how they died. How can they do that? At first, we thought dinosaurs were cold-blooded animals. However, Thomas Huxley discovered dinosaur bones share more than 30 structural similarities with birds, and Robert Baker studied bone growth patterns to prove that dinosaur bone structure matched birds and mammals to show us they were warm-blooded and active animals. You may think studying creatures from hundreds of millions of years ago is useless, but that is not the case. By analyzing dinosaur skeletal bone structure, engineers use it to design aeroplanes, cars, and bicycles. Doctors create artificial bones by imitating dinosaur bone structure, make them lighter and more suitable for human body. There are also a well-known example you must have heard of. Darwin's theory of evolution shows physical structure of living things evolved over time to adapt to their environment. It is helpful to medicine, agriculture, environmental protection, and technology. It also shows us that every species shows the wonder of biological evolution. For example, giraffe gradually evolved long neck through natural selection to eat leaves high up on trees. You don't have to be a scientist to study paleontology. Mary Anning, for example, was born in a poor family, but she unearthed many world-famous fossils on the Jurassic coast of England. Through self-study, she provided extremely important evidence for paleontology and theory of evolution. She was recognized as a pioneer in this field and a source of inspiration for many scientists and a popular science work. If you are lucky enough, you might dig up real fossils from your own garden. Apart from the fossils that discover abroad, there's also many fossils that discover in China. For example, the dinosaur which has the longest neck of any dinosaurs was found in China, the Mamenchisaurus. It has the longest neck in the world. It measures 22 to 35 meters in length. This length was truly incredible. It can eat large areas of plants without moving and expand its field of vision to detect danger earlier. Imagine Mamenchisaurus appears nowadays. When you see it, it will be like looking at a giant creature as tall as 4 or 5 floors. Paleontology can sometimes be very close to our daily life. Every morning, when I eat eggs at breakfast, I think about the biggest mysterious question of the paleontological world. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Paleontologists have been always debated this, and it still remains a mystery today. So, spend a moment tomorrow morning when you are eating breakfast to consider how paleontology is to our modern world. Paleontology opened the door of primeval life. Monsters, dinosaurs, extinct creatures, thunder lizards. Yet, paleontology led modern humans to innovate and invent new structural designs based on their findings and research. You never know. A paleontologist in the future, a modern Mary Anning, may just discover a fossil just like Tully monster, or perhaps even a remains of an alien creature here on Earth. Thank you very much.